Alright, I think we're good. Hello and welcome everybody to Daytona International Speedway for the Goatco Cup Series duels. I am your host, Ryan. I will have some other people in the booth with me shortly. Um, but let's get this show on the road. I'm excited for the new season to start. Uh, I think right now, we're qualifying if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. Oh, we're gridding. Never mind. We are gridding. Everybody's loading up. Sorry, the schemes are still loading in.
Oh,
Oh, hey, we got Tyler now.
hello. I couldn't see the booth.
Oh,
Oh, what?
why?
Oh,
What are we doing? Why are we
oh.
running? Why are we?
We couldn't see the booth, so
Oh, okay. It is dark here in this racetrack.
it sure is.
All right. For
Hello.
some reason, I don't have Cindric scheme, but that's fine.
Why did Blake move me here?
I don't know. If you don't have to be here, if you don't want to.
Okay. I'm gonna spot Mason, so
Okay, have fun. I didn't know qualifying happened already, but
Yep.
Ryan Preece on pole and Cash Bryant for Flingo Motorsports in second.
Yeah, Ryan, this is gonna be a good race here tonight. We've got 29 cars in the field, 15 locked into the 500, and ooh, we're gonna try to wheel them down here tonight.
Yes, 5 open cars would advance from this duel and 5 from the second duel. So, the highest sitting driver in the open spot, I think, is Cash, if I'm not mistaken. I think Ryan Preece already locked in.
Actually, Ryan Preece is not locked into the race. The front two, three, first 3 rows of cars are not locked into the Daytona 500 next
So
week.
how
So
about that?
this is going to be a fantastic one as we start to roll off here in Daytona.
Yes. What do you think is going to be uh, the strategy to win this duel?
I think tonight, Ryan, we're going to be taking a look at guys trying to get away from that side draft on that right rear quarter panel. With these giant spoilers, missing a word that Dale Jr. once said, um, a lot of drag is going to be on the rear of these race cars tonight. So if you're on the inside lane, you better look out for that car on the right because you're going to get pulled back.
So you're telling me that the preferred line is going to be the outside lane.
It definitely will.
Hey, Tower. Hello.
Now we got
When I
Caleb
finish
here.
downloading my files, can I have your assistance?
In a little
Make
bit.
sure I put them in the right place.
In a little bit.
I know. I don't. They're not even done downloading yet.
Oh.
I'm watching the race.
Since you're not in here, Mason, you're gonna have
We're
to
broadcasting.
yell caution if I'm ahead of you and yell wreck or something.
All right. How do I
and
switch cameras
I don't know if
fast?
Tyler or Ryan can hear this, but I would
T.
throw it
T.
if we need one, and me and Mason cannot.
Yeah, probably just plan for Tyler to throw him.
So it looks like Ryan Preece will be on pole, Cash Bryant second, Cole
I don't know
Custer
if my
third,
chat can hear, but
Riley
hi
Herbst
chat.
fourth,
Ryan Sherman
Chandler
first
Smith
time.
fifth, Corey
Let him know
Hines
if he's good or
sixth,
not.
Blaney
He's good.
seventh,
Ryan's good at
Osavar
everything.
eighth,
Okay, bye.
Dale
Goodbye.
Earnhardt Jr. ninth, trying to make his way into the 500, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will round out the top 10.
And so here we come off turn 4. Pace car is going to take that hard left turn down onto pit road. And we're going to be set to go racing here for 45 laps here at the Daytona International Speedway. Getting ready to set off Goatco season of 2026.
As that pace car finally makes it off onto pit road, we're going to go into the United Rentals restart zone, and we're going to be going green flag here at Daytona. Looks like we got a pretty even start. Oh, who's that? Oh, Riley Herbst's already getting shoved out to 3 wide. This is not going to be good for him.
Yeah, he's going to plummet backwards right now, especially for an open car this early in the race. You don't want to be following back that far back right there. Here comes Cash Bryan on the outside lane, going to try to put a nose out in the wind with help from Corey Heim, who's going to fake him to the outside there. What a move from the 67 car.
Yes, as they're going to side by side now. Oh, Corey Heim's going to lead. But he moves out to the bottom, and that's going to open the door for Hocevar and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. to take that high side to take the lead.
Yeah, there it is right there. I feel like we're going to see a lot of that conveyor belt action here today. Top line goes forward, someone drops down to the bottom, and then they go backwards, and that top lane surges once again. Because Ryan Priest, already 5th car in line as we complete the first lap. Chef Boyardee's nuts. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. leads.
There's going to be a lot of shuffling. Oh, and here comes Cole Custer trying to make it 3 wide on the outside for the lead, and that's going to just hurt the whole outside lane. And now Chandler Smith is to the point. Man, they're already racing like it's the last lap.
Yeah, they sure are. It's 3 wide for 4th with Cole Custer on the top side now. Gisbergen's going to be pulling up to his rear bumper to try to get him a little bit of run with Mason Suit now. 3rd car outside.
As it looks like right now that bottom lane is pulling away, but they keep dipping on each other, so I'm not sure what the strategy is here up front, but Chandler Smith is like, see you later. As he's going to lead this lap. Lap 3. Going to lap 3.
Yeah, it's really a battle of the open cars right now. They know where they need to be to make it into the race, and they're all up there jumbling up their positions, trying to make it into this Daytona 500. And Carson Hocevar right now, the first locked-in racer, trying to get that outside lane going here on Chandler Smith.
Yeah, he's got nothing to worry about. He's just out here for practice. But if you're in the top 5, you're automatically in. So if you're sitting in the top 5, just there's no risk to try to go win the thing. Just get yourself through to go to the 500.
Yeah, that's right. And keep an eye out for those player cars trying to make their way forward right now.
Because I have it on, but Cooper's not here. FYI.
Oh, Mason is 4 wide top side. Riley Herbst. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Somehow he keeps that thing straight. And here comes Blake to help him out there. They're struggling trying to get up to the front. Remember, there's only 2 player cars in the race tonight, or the first duel here tonight. And they are already having some problems.
Yeah, still way in the back of the field, but they still got plenty of time. But I think I just heard that Blake does not have a spotter for this race. Cooper's not here, and I don't think he has the iRacing spotter in, so he is all blind, all by himself right now.
Well, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. continues to lead off turn number 4. He's got John Hunter Nemechek, and then a side-by-side battle with Ryan Blaney and Daniel Suarez for 3rd. So you come across the start-finish line, Stenhouse continues to lead, and there's now about a 15-car lead pack here. There's a separation behind Cole Custer that quickly accordions back together with Ryan Priest and Justin Allgaier.
Yeah, it seems like there is a little bit further breakaway in the back of the pack. I don't know if that's when Mason got on the wall. I don't know if that's what split it up, but it looks like we're getting
And
two
Riley Herbst is in the grass off of turn 2. He just got put in the wall by Mason.
Oh no.
Oh man, what a tough ride here. Let's see. Mason just comes all the way up the track from the bottom as Riley Herbst is in the 3rd line, and oh my goodness. Just punts him in the wall.
Let's go back and see what happened here. I'm a little slow here. It's my first time doing this, but it looks like he just disappears. Yeah, he got shoved in the wall, and then looks like he went to the grass. But unfortunate for Riley. He wants to try to advance to the 500, but right now he needs a caution.
Yeah, for sure. Back up front now, the locked-in drivers are starting to make the names, or starting to show their names at the front of the field. Top 3, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, and Chris Buescher now changing hands. Buescher going to try to get his RFK teammate of Ryan Priest into the Daytona 500, trailing him on the top side as we work way down towards turn 1. I hope. Am I live? I think I'm live. I'm live.
Try to get back live. Here we go. Alright. A little bit of a technical difficulty there, but we got it. Ryan Priest back out front, your pole sitter.
Wow, Ryan Blaney almost wrecked John Hunter Nemechek. That was unbelievable.
What a move. They keep it together, though.
Mason is all over the back bumper of Justin Allgaier. Oh my goodness, and he's going to shoot him backwards now.
Another open car. But Mason's also trying to find his way up to the front. He's got to lock himself in as well. Blake is locked in, but Mason trying to get up to that front pack so he can make it.
Right now, Daniel Suarez leading this race. He is locked in to the Daytona 500.
Mason went for a slide, but he held on to it. Wow, what a save there.
And that's got to separate the pack a little bit there as Justin Allgaier will get his revenge and get back in front of Mason. I don't know if he wants to be in front of that 56 car as we head down towards turn 3, but here comes Mason on the 40. We'll see what happens here in the banking.
Yeah, it's really aggressive there back in the pack, but they got to get up there first. They can't be racing like this back there. Still plenty of time left, though. I feel like at this point, you just need to be patient.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's we're only 9 laps into this race, and I mean it is a short 45 lapper here today, but I mean you still got to keep on your toes that you're not going to get yourself in any trouble here.
Absolutely, yeah. You just want to be patient, slowly make your way up to the front. Have a shot at the end just to make it in. So a lot of drivers. There's only 15 of these drivers locked in. The other half of the field is also trying to race their way in. So it's going to be a mess, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it certainly will. Right now, the guy leading the charge of the open cars is John Hunter Nemechek. He's sitting there in that second position right behind Daniel Suarez. A couple of names we don't really see on the traditional ovals, but when we come to the super speedways, boy, they can find their way to the front, and they're going to try to make sure that they have a shot to win the Daytona 500 as Mason gets shot backwards once again from the top side.
Yeah, I saw you got into the 40 once again. So it looks like they're having a little bit of beef. I don't know. I don't think it's what's for dinner, but it looks like we got a little bit of
Dude, this is so fucking bad.
like a 6-car bottom lane pack here, kind of dominating right now. It looks like everybody's trying to get their stuff together and kind of ride out for a few laps.
For
I'm on the
sure.
backstretch.
Oh, Blake's on the backstretch. What happened to
Dude,
him?
you can't do anything. I'm just in line, and if I pull out of line, I go backwards.
So
You
Mason,
gotta be
It's
patient.
so bad.
yeah, Mason is frustrated.
He's gotta be patient. You can work your way forward, but you
Like,
gotta be
they're
patient.
They're so squirrely, so it's so easy to bump them.
Well, he has a shot right now to get to the top side if he wants to take that third lane, but he's gonna get stuck in the middle of Hamlin and Blaney there. And so he's gonna lose all that possible position he could have gained right there. Meanwhile, up front, change for the lead. Joey Logano now takes it. He drops down and it's
I'm getting more
Nemechek
affected by
gets to the
AI
lead now
than
across the
IR.
start-finish
So
line.
frustrating.
Yeah, iRacing is shaky like that. It's like that in next gen.
How do I turn off my audio for them?
You can hit. What is the button? I forget what the button is.
I don't remember. It's been a minute since I've been on iRacing, so I
Oh.
forgot all the hotkeys to anything.
Yeah,
We
give
got
me a second.
4 wide. Oh, goodness gracious. 4 wide for a second. Ty Dillon is falling like a rock. Oh my gosh, got stuck in the sucker hole. I thought we were dying right there, but it looks like everybody kept it together. That was incredible.
All right, open F10 is the button you're looking for. Turn off the radio.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And look at that. The 40 car of Justin Allgaier is now leading this thing.
And down the backstretch, you can clearly see a clear advantage for the 40, the 42, the 67. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, those three are looking really good right now because right now they're the only 3 cars in this front pack.
Yes, as it is a breakaway. So it looks like this is split up into 2 packs. Hamlin trying to stay in that lead pack there. I think he's managed to hold on to it, but we'll see what happens here. Looks like that second pack is catching back up. Mason is slowly actually making his way back up. He's in 15th at the moment. Kind of shuffling back and forth, but if he just stays in line, I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, but he just lost 2 positions on the top side because he dove down into the bottom lane, and you don't want to be on that bottom with this race car. You have to be on the right side if you don't want to get side drafted, especially with these AI cars. Because these AI cars have a lot more of an effect on side draft than you do.
Absolutely, yeah. The effect is really big. You You can be flying there on the bottom, but as soon as you get into that corner, man, you just shoot backwards again. That's what happened to me at the Clash. You know, I was up there, and then once you get side drafted on that bottom lane, man, you're just going backwards.
Yeah. And see, if Mason's stuck in front of that 10 car, he would have been third in line on the top side right now. But now he is really far back in the pack as they're oddly checking up for some reason down the back straightaway.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. But they're getting a lot more racy up here. They're going 4 wide. And, oh, and Ryan Priest and Chase Briscoe make contact, but they held on to it. Dale Jr. managed to hold on to that as well. Amazing save by all the people. That was
Absolutely is. Oh, here they come down to pit road. It looks like the leaders are going to make their way in. Corey Heim with Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Daniel Suarez, Allgaier, and John Hunter Nemechek. This is going to definitely bring some other guys down to pit road to see what the strategy is going to shape out with. We already have a couple of cars coming off pit road in front of the lead pack right now. There's Zane Smith and Austin Dillon as well.
So it looks like they can go about 15 laps on fuel, so that's about a third of the race. So I could see there's going to be at least one more stop here. Can you stretch it to 20? I mean, it don't really mean much, but I mean, you want to play with a group of cars, so it's kind of curious to see what Mason and Blake are going to do. I know Blake's kind of on his own little island right now. Mason's going down pit road. It looks like all the Chevys are coming down with a couple of Toyotas and Fords as well.
Wow, Mason locked up the brakes 3 wide with Hamlin and Byron, and he's going to bring in Dale Jr., Chase Elliott, catch.
Mason spins, trying to get into his box.
And that is, oh no, that is spelling trouble for Mason right here. Trying to get into his box, but he's at such an awkward angle. This is going to cost him a lot of deer time.
Oh, he's going to need a caution. He's going to need a caution at this point. Yeah, that's going to hurt him bad. I don't even know. He might have sped on the pit road too, man. He was locking up pretty hard. I don't know if he got slowed down in time as well. Very unfortunate event.
He was still doing burnouts about 10 pit boxes down and getting out of his box there. So,
looks like
wow.
3 cars staying out on track. Hocevar, Blaney, and the tribute car of Greg Biffle with that beautiful Sussex car from AJ Allmendinger. It looks like everybody else has made a pit stop, at least in that lead pack group. So we're going to have to see how everybody's going to shuffle out here. They are still racing for the lead, even though there's only 3 of them. I don't think they should just stay in line and just try to get as much speed as they can.
Yeah, I mean, hey, why not go for it, right? I mean, if you want to have track position over everybody, might as well go for it.
That is true. And now it looks like, oh no, Blaney and Allmendinger pit, but Carson Hocevar stays out again all by himself. He does have our real life Clash winner of Ryan Priest behind him, but it's still a gap. I assume he's going to come down this time. Don't really know what the strategy is. Is he out of fuel?
Who are we looking at?
Hocevar.
77? Oh no, not Carson Hocevar.
Carson Hocevar, I think, is out of fuel. He's on the apron.
If he comes to a stop, that will bring out a caution here at the Daytona International Speedway. We'll see if he can make it all the way back around to the pit lane. We'll keep an eye out all the way around the racetrack just in case there is someone who might have also run out of fuel here.
It looks like he is going to make it, but man, don't really know what the strategy was there to stretch that one extra lap. But see, Mason's going by now.
Well, after all, he is locked in the race, so this won't hurt him too bad. But
yeah, I guess this is kind of just a test of how far you can actually push it on the fuel side. Maybe that's what they were trying to go for. It's like they just trying to learn different strategies that they can use during the 500. And it looks like Denny has rotated to the lead. Riley Herbst is a lap down, getting shoved into the grass at the beginning of this race. But we have a nice little group of about 7 cars here in that lead pack.
yeah, we've got also quite a few. We've got a nice handful of open cars here as well. Colton Bryant leading the charge here, man. That's a name I was not expecting to say here. Coming down towards the end of this one.
I mean, I can't be biased, but they got some good motors in those cars this year. So, Hopefully we can get both of those drivers in, but the focus right now is on Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Has taken the lead.
And that 47 is locked into the 500. He's getting a tow, or he's towing that 11 car, Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano back behind him. Right now, our open cars leading the charge, making it into the race at this current moment in time. If the race were to end now,
appears to be some debris and burn.
the
Yeah, I think we have a request from the boy Garcia saying he saw a seagull taking a dump in turn 4. Uh, there might be some white doo-doo and some feathers hanging out back there. Might be enough precaution. He asked politely to raise control.
Oh boy, Blake's about to get lapped here. He's
I'm
trying to
assuming you
block to
guys.
stay on the lead lap. He's hoping for a caution. So yeah, we do have a word that there might be some debris on this racetrack. We'll have to see what race control decides here. But right now, Blake is a lap down.
Did we
Straight train.
we see the good old Mason Sweet slide?
Did Mason slide it again?
Did y'all report on the slide into pit lane?
Yeah,
Yes, we
yeah,
did.
We saw them.
I went to I went to spot Blake and there was no one around him. So I went to see where he was at.
There's a yellow
they
flag
threw it!
out. So caution is out. Did Riley Herbst get back on the lead lap?
I believe
like
he
it.
did.
It looks like Blake will be the lucky dog.
It does look like, yeah, the 35 was in front, so this is going to help Blake get that lucky dog. He'll be at the tail end, but this still gives him an opportunity. He is locked in, so he has nothing to worry about. I think the person that's probably thankful.
Hey,
for
we
this
spotted that debris in turn 3 about 4 laps ago. I guess you guys can't
I
hear
was just
my radio since I'm a spectator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm worried for Mason. I don't know if he's in a position where he can advance with how he's driving right now.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
struggling, especially that pit entry, man. That was rough.
He said he didn't have a painted pit sign, so he didn't know where he was pitting.
There's a man on pit road holding it.
Yeah. But we'll see if we can get this 56 car back competitive. We've got 5 cars or how many is there's 31 in this duel? We got more than 5 cars to finish ahead of. I think it's like 15.
Yeah, I feel like you have to be patient.
Oh,
and just
car
kinda-
stopped. Oh my god, Mason just hit somebody.
Oh, I feel like you have to be kind
Uh-oh.
of patient, just kind of run with the.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta stay on that
I've
top
been
side.
telling him to just sit and pace around, and it's not.
Yeah, because there was one point in the race where he was on the top side, then he went down to the bottom. But then the car that was
no.
right in front of him was the leader, like 2 laps later. So-
I've been telling him to go in a lane, and then he doesn't, and then it bogs down, and I'm like, well, there's a
Yeah.
reason I have a 5.0 average finish. All right, I'm gonna go back to spotting for him.
All right,
Wishing the
good
best of
luck.
Enjoy the booth.
So it looks like Blake will get the lucky dog here, I assume. And it looks like Stenhouse was in front of Allgaier before that caution came out. I thought Allgaier had it, but he's going to bunch up the pack back into 1 with a little bit less than halfway left to go. They will still have to make a pit stop, though, so this is going to be interesting. So I wonder if he's going to pit here, or are they going to wait it out? Well, and there's our answer.
Wow, got a lot of cars staying out, a lot of cars coming in.
I mean, if you're in the back of the pack, you might as well try to make some adjustments. I mean, if you're leading this pack, there's no point. You just try to stretch it out so you can just make that final stop. So no matter what, you're still going to have to make a stop later in this run, regardless if you pitted on this lap or not. But it looks like I think Blake is getting the wave around here. So he's going to get his lap back. So he's going to be back on the lead lap of this thing. I assume Mason's on the lead lap. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to see. He is indeed on the lead lap. He is sitting 16th. You know, you always see Stenhouse at these plate tracks. You know, he's been really good at these. But also, he's very aggressive. So he can be up there, and then he either wins these things, or I swear he wrecks out one of the two.
Okay. Well, this is going to get interesting.
Very interesting for sure. So I know, obviously we know Allgaier and Colton Bryant are both open cars. Is Ricky Strauss Jr. an open car?
Stenhouse Jr. is locked in.
That's what I thought. So it looks like after that, it looks like we'll go probably all the way down to Earnhardt Jr. maybe?
It's Allmendinger then Jr.
Allmendinger then Jr. Then I guess Gisbergen.
Gisbergen is locked in. It is going to be Nemechek after that.
Okay, so Nemechek is the one to beat right now. But Chandler Smith is right behind him. You know, he's still trying to make his way in.
And so too is pole sitter Ryan Preece and Ty Dillon. And then Mason is just 2 spots behind.
So I mean, he's right there. He's only 5 spots behind. So like I said, you do not have to win this race, but if you finish in that top 5, you are guaranteed to make it in no matter what. So we're getting the 1 to go signal here. Stenhouse and Allgaier are going to be leading us back to the green flag.
It'll be 19 laps to go here at the Daytona International Speedway. And these are some beautiful looking race cars, Ryan.
They sure are.
Props to my man Ryan over here for getting all these cars painted. Most of them, at least.
Not most of them, but we got over here Tyler's helped someone too, so... We were busy working off in the off season, so for sure, but, you know, that all turned out really beautiful.
I definitely think so, too. Well, folks, it's going to come down to the wire here. It is going to be one interesting race to the finish. We'll see if those player cars can make their way to the front. With this side draft, it might be a little bit difficult, but we'll see if they can do it.
Absolutely. Do you think any of these cars can stretch it out for 3 extra laps or 2 extra laps? Like, do you think Blake and I don't know if Mason pitted, but do you think they have enough fuel? Do you think they can stretch it?
To be honest, I don't even know what the fuel window is, so if I knew what it was, I'd give you a pretty good answer.
Well, they
pitted,
I put on lap 14, 15, 16, but then Harshimar ran out on 17, but he was leading the pack, and he was by himself. So maybe you have a group of cars, you might be able to stretch it a little bit longer. I'm not sure.
Maybe, but I don't know. 2.5 laps is a lot to try to make up in 19 laps in Daytona, so we'll see what happens. I think it's going to all come down to who gets off that pit road fastest.
Absolutely. As the pace car is about to make that very hard left turn onto pit road.
Bring that thing.
We'll be restarting with 19 laps to go here. As they are going to enter the United Rentals restart zone, and we are back green.
Pretty even start there for Stenhouse and Allgaier. Here comes help from both lanes. So that outside lane has a lot of momentum, but here's Allmendinger now 3 wide of the top side for 6th.
Well, I don't think that was a good idea, but he's trying to make it hold on. Ty Dillon's going to go with him, and Mason.
Well, if he can get enough of that momentum running down the back, they might be able to make something happen towards turn 3. Hamlin going to get left out to dry by Justin Allgaier down the back stretch.
These are where you need to make up your positions, but also find a way to stay in line.
Stenhouse peeking to the top side, going to let in Colton Bryant. Top 2 cars are now open machines, making their way off turn 4. 18 laps to go in Daytona.
Got 4 cars stuck on the outside here. I think that's just going to push them to the back. That's not good for them. But they're holding their own out there for right now. And look at that. Colton Bryant. I don't think he's led a lap in a race since season 1 of Goatco at the Charlotte.
Well, Well, he was scored second on the line, so he has to make it all the way back around to lead that lap. Oh, Mason got turned hard to the outside wall.
There he goes, around he goes. Looks like he collected Cindric in there as well, but he seems like he was the only one that spun.
Oh, tough hit.
Unfortunate event for Mason, but he's still got a little bit time to go, so he's not out of it yet. But man, that's gonna hurt him because he was up there in the top 15. We'll go back and try to figure out what happened here.
And Mason says he is parking his car. He says he's irritated with the racing. And he's done for the night.
Oh no.
Wow.
So he's calling it quits early. Man, that's the one thing you never want to see. You know, you gotta, no matter how bad it sucks, you gotta keep going because you still have a chance in Daytona.
Yeah, I mean, right here, he just he dipped low and got into the 7 of Suarez and then Suarez bumped up into him and he got turned to the wall, so. Oh yeah, I see that now.
Yeah, it looks like the 7 kind of netcode. It's kind of what happened to me with Matt Kenseth there at the Clash.
All right, hi Booth. My driver just quit.
Yeah, that's what we heard.
Well,
looks like got a little bit of netcode from Daniel Suarez off of my end. Unfortunate event.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him.
Not having it today, I guess, man. But it's Daytona. He got chances to get back up there. You never know what's gonna happen here.
yeah, it's a patience game, man. And you know, and then impatience can be a difficult thing to do too. So I can understand being frustrated with these race cars because AI iRacing is not very fun to try to work with, especially with this much side draft and how wiggly they definitely can be. So
yes, it can be a pain in the butt for sure. But look at that, Colton Bryant has led his first laps in who knows how many seasons.
It's been at least 4.
Yeah, the last time I remember leading was at that Charlotte Roval race when he was dominating it. But it seems like everybody's gonna come down here and make their final pit stops. They should be able to make it from here. And we're gonna watch Colton Bryant and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. make their pit stops. And oh, okay, well they all just stopped for him, so that's gonna be a big advantage for the 14.
Oh, Austin Dillon is causing some problems here. I'm trying to get into his box.
What an interesting angle this is.
Wow.
Yeah, there's Colton going out. Oh, I think Blake short pitted. Look at Blake. He's contact with Ryan Preece and Cash. But Blake.
Oh, and Cash Bryant misses pit box. Oh no.
Oh dear.
And he's having to drive back around, so that 65 is not going to have a good shot at making this 500.
That's not good, but you know, it all comes down to this final lap, you know, because sometimes you get those big ones and it shoves up the field big time, but that is still not what you want. You do not want to be in the back of this field. But Blake, I think, just got fuel only and then left.
I fixed chat for you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. So Blake in that Pepsi Toyota Camry machine is gonna lead us now. I think he got that pit stop about a couple of laps ago when that other caution was there when he got the lucky dog. So he just got a splash of fuel and he beat everybody off. He had to spend less time on pit road. So huge turn of events for Blake. That's the first time he's been up at the front here all night. Kind of was just sitting on his own island for a little bit there at the beginning of the race. So we'll see what he does up here at the front.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a very interesting race to the end here. We're getting down to that point. It's 15 laps to go. And we got more cars coming back down pit road. Of course, we knew Cash Bryant would. But Zane Smith, one of the open cars, pits from the top 5. So that's big right there.
Absolutely. So it looks like, we got Colton. Is Suarez in? I think he is.
Suarez is in. Corey Hine will be second right now out of the open cars. And that waiting for that outside lane to go.
Yeah,
back in.
it looks like Ty Dillon might be the next one. So all the way down to 14th is the next open car. Oh, Justin Allgaier, my bad. Then Ty Dillon. So it looks like all the open cars have shifted down a little bit here with those pit stops.
Right now, there's a tight battle. There's 6 cars right at that 5th spot. Ty Dillon, Zane Smith, AJ Allmendinger, Dale Earnhardt Jr., John Hunter, Nemechek, Ryan Preece, and Riley Herbst, all right on top of each other to try to make it into the 500. This is going to be a fun race to watch in the mid-pack.
Yes, battle for that last spot is sure going to be entertaining. So it looks like we'll have 14 laps to go here when we go green. Blake Lee is off. On the outside, it will still be Colton Bryant, who's leading this race at the caution. Blake beats him out on pit road. First time we'll see a player car up here at the front, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it will for sure. I wonder what Blake's going to do for his cousin here on the front row. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens here. What will Blake do on the restart? Will he pull up to the top side like we saw in the Clash, or will he hang out there on the bottom lane, and then will he be able to hold on? Because that side draft, once again, you don't want to be on the bottom here, especially coming down to the end of this one when he gets aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, if that bottom lane goes, for sure stay there. But if you ever see that top lane start forming and coming to you, you better commit to that high side for sure.
Well, it's time to perform. 14 laps to go. Garcia is leading, and we're going to find out who makes the Daytona 500 back in the restart zone, and we're underway.
Blake gets a great start, already clearing Hamlin by about 2 car lengths.
Yeah, he's got options here. That option will be to the top side with Bryant. They're going to try to go 3 wide for second. What is he going to do now? All the help's on the top side, and it looks like he's going to let him get to the right rear. There were 3 wide for the lead off turn number 2.
3 wide. Blake does not want to be in that middle. He's going to get shoved back. Colton trying to hold his own. He knows that he has to stay up here if he wants to make it to the 500.
And he is, with help from Corey Heim, who almost got turned by Chris Buescher down into turn number 3. There's the 14 leading on the bottom, but Corey Heim looking for the point off turn number 4.
Side by side, Corey Heim has the advantage. Is he going to move down? He does. As Chris Buescher now getting pushed by Blake. Blake goes to the high side, leaving him to drive. 3 wide for the lead.
Unbelievable racing now coming down to the end of this Daytona Duel number 1. Blake Garcia puts that Pepsi machine in the win on the top side. But here comes that bottom lane once again. A couple of open cars once again battling for the point.
Still to Corey Heim's advantage, but here comes Colton Bryant here going down on the outside all by himself. Is he going to make it stick? All by himself.
He's going to try, but Blake's not going to side draft. 3 wide for second on the top side. Heim still leading in that Robin Hood machine. Now Hamlin gets clear. Now Suarez gets clear. 4 cars now with Buescher clear on that inside lane. Everyone dropping back on the top side.
Yes, Corey Heim has a good team owner behind him, pushing him right now, trying to get his own team locked into this 500 here.
Down into turn number 1. It's 12 laps to go. Blake nowhere to be seen. That top side just doesn't have the help. As here comes Stenhouse trying to make his way to the top side. He might be the strongest car tonight. Just trying to get back to the lead.
I don't know if you want Stenhouse and Logano to be next to each other. That's a scary sight to see.
It is for sure. There goes Stenhouse through the sucker hole. My goodness, lost about 20 miles an hour of speed there as Logano shows his nose. Suarez shows his nose. And off a turn 4, we're 3 wide once again.
Yep, everybody's trying to get back together, but Hamlin and Heim have pulled away from this pack.
Now that's an impressive display of speed. I mean, they're going to accordion back together here off of turn number 2. It looks like Suarez on the top side might be the benefactor here of that outside lane run as a workplay off of turn number 2's banking with help from Briscoe, with help from Colton Bryant. Hamlin now looks to the top side.
Everybody's back in this big group. This is incredible.
And Hamlin gets through the sucker hole. Here's Suarez now putting that number 7 out front. We are now racing with just 10 laps to go this time at the line.
Suarez, Briscoe have cleared Heim, but Suarez goes to the bottom. Briscoe's now going to take the lead. Here comes Colton Bryant once again.
Help from another Ford Mustang and Joey Logano. That 14 car leads in Daytona with 10 to go. Allgaier now in the picture. Austin Dillon's here, and Blake is now back in the picture on the top side.
It's crazy how fast these cars shuffle in this pack. You never know who's going to get it. You think someone has lost their race in hand, but then here they come back showing up 3 laps later.
Yeah, I mean, once again, there's that conveyor belt we were talking about earlier in the race. Elliott now to the lead. Here's Garcia looking for second and working their way into the banking of turn number 3. Here is Cash Bryant on the back bumper of the 11. Now he looks top side. I don't know if that was the play. I got to be completely honest because he might be 4 wide off the corner.
Hocevar is not going to let him have it. Maybe he does when they make a little bit of contact up there, but we got to remember, Cash Bryant was involved in a pit incident that last caution period. But he's made his way back up there, but now losing lots of spots by being on that top side.
Yeah, this is true. And now it's a 2x2x2 battle up front for about 7 rows. Down the backstretch, Garcia trying to side draft the 9 of Chase Elliott, trying to get a W in the duel. Don't worry about what just came out of my mouth because I don't even know what that sounded like. We're back in turn 3 with 3 wide for 5th.
Hamlin moved to the outside to go with Shane Van Gisbergen, but did not work, and that actually hurts Blake, and now he's getting shuffled back. He better move to that high side. He's going to get stuck in that sucker hole. He does, just in the nick of time.
That was a great move by Garcia right there, but I just feel like those top 3 don't have... Well, actually, now that Logano's kind of pulled half a lane up, that might help out a little bit, but
no,
Denny Hamlin's going to side draft Blake Garcia into turn 1.
Oh, Blake had it. He should have stuck with Hamlin, but moved back down in front of Colton. That just hurt that whole big pack right there. Oh,
Garcia! Oh my goodness, what a save from Carson Hocevar. Garcia got hooked, and somehow they're all still racing back to turn 3. I don't know how we're still alive, but we're coming back to 7 laps to go.
Incredible driving by all these drivers. We've seen a lot of saves here, man. This could have been at least like a 5 caution race, but man, people are wheeling these cars, and they're going to keep fighting it out here on the green.
Yeah, still no caution for incident here tonight. We did have the debris caution earlier on in the race, but now we're looking at the checkered flag. In just 7 laps time, Justin Allgaier is the first of the open cars so far that is in a really good position to make this race. Corey Heim is sitting second in that running order. And then it looks like we have Cole Custer, Riley Herbst, and then a battle between us. Oh my goodness gracious alive. AJ Allmendinger and Zane Smith.
I keep saying Allmendinger and Allgaier, they're so close together, man, as I'm having tongue twisters as well. Chase Elliott, like 3 car leagues in front, that's going to put him, the Logano's going to just fly past him here easy.
Yeah, once again, Denny Hamlin pushing his car of Corey Heim, going to try to get him into the 500 so far, working really well for him. Down at turn 1, 3 Toyotas leading that line on the top side with help from Cole Custer.
Heim drops at the bottom, and Hamlin does not go with, but you got Bell there as well. 3 Toyota lead this pack.
And here comes Custer, really loose on the top side with help from Allmendinger. This is a great battle coming down to the end of this one.
Absolutely. Definitely you want to beat those Toyotas up at the front, all connected together, kind of controlling this race as Bell gets shuffled out by Logano. But you got the 2 drivers that have been sticking together, Corey Heim, Denny Hamlin, still up front. Coming down to 5 laps to go here. Chase Elliott's going to try to make a move. Allgaier does not go with. You would think they would be working together as they are affiliated teammates. And now here the whole pack is getting broke up here. Hamlin loses Heim. Allgaier down to 2nd.
Allgaier showing some muscle, showing that he might have what it takes to win the duel. Not only make the 500, but get a checkered flag in the process. And side by side for 3rd, Hamlin and Logano are falling back on the top side. Here comes the 40 car for the lead.
And Elliott did help him there. They kind of got shuffled together, kind of dished on each other, but then they worked together here to get Allgaier up front. But Elliott could not clear Heim, so now Allgaier down on the bottom by himself. Here comes Chase Elliott and Chris Buescher.
Yeah, Justin Allgaier is showing why he thinks he belongs in that Daytona 500 roster. Right now, it is Allgaier, Heim, Allmendinger, Zane Smith, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. making the race. So a couple of junior motorsports cars making the 500 will be fantastic for Junior's eyes, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Well, those are getting a little squirrely there. Cole Custer has been going all over the place. He's been having to wheel that thing, but all that dirt track experience is sure helping him.
AJ Allmendinger doing it for the Biff. Leading here off turn 4. We've got 3 laps to go at the start-finish line, and we still don't know who's going to make this Daytona 500 because everything can change in an instant here. Here's Bella to the outside, for example.
Yes, everybody grouped back up together. People are starting to move all over the place. People making desperate moves at desperate times. Are they going to make it back to this white flag?
We're going to have to wait and see. Popsicle sticks are going to go in the air at the start-finish line. Junior looks low. Going to get a little bit of a draft from Logano, but Zane Smith, one of the year open cars, looking for the lead with help from Chase Briscoe and Blake Garcia once again.
Blake making his way back up there. He's got to be committed to this top line. Has to be.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think he's going to let anybody get to that right rear again. He's on the front bumper of Ryan Preece. Don't let him up, but Blake, you got 2 laps to go. If you want a dual win, you got to stay up there, buddy. Here we come. 2 to go.
And do you see that? Riley Herbst, a lap down at one point, gets it back. He is now sitting in 6th place in a transfer spot.
Oh, but they're all coming together. They look at Colton Bryant making a run with Daniel Suarez on the top side. He is desperate to make this race. Down the back stretch, a couple of Toyotas. Oh my goodness. What a Blake from Garcia. Here we come, turn 3. We're facing the white flag this time in Daytona.
2 Toyotas leading the front of the pack. Here we go.
This is going to get hairy. Zane Smith leads the run for the open cars. Junior currently in, and then it's Allmendinger and Bryant, and now it is Preece falling back with Herbst. Who's going to make the 500 white flag? 2.5 miles to go.
Blake is falling back like a rock and taking Colton with him, but right now all the focus is on Chandler Smith, the highest running open car at the moment.
Will he make a move on the 19, or will he play it safe and just hang out behind him, make it to the checkered flag, make the Daytona 500? Logano is going to make that move to the top side. Here comes Dale Jr. to make that move with him.
Absolutely.
What a move up to the top side. Here we come, turn 3 for the final time.
He's going to poke out, but he got no help. Chandler Smith, just stay in line, bud. 3 open cars here on the top side. They're working together. There they are. Coming to the line, Chandler Smith, Chase Briscoe. Chandler Smith will win.
How about that from Chandler Smith to win the duel in Daytona and lock himself in the Daytona 500 in the process? It looks like Dale Jr. will also make his way in once again. Did he make it last year? I think he did, didn't he?
I believe so. I think he did make it. So back-to-back years, he has made it to the 500. AJ Allmendinger, finishing 4th, will make his way in.
And it looks like Ryan Preece will be the 4th car to make it in. And the 5th car, I think Colton Bryant.
Colton Bryant beat Riley Herbst to the line.
By 0.5 of a second. How about that?
Let's see how close that was in real time. Watch that blue car here on the outside. Oh man, side by side was with Blake. So Blake pulling along Colton Bryant to make his way into the 500 about by half a car length. How about that?
Wow. Well, as frustrating as it may have been for some of our drivers tonight, that was a pretty entertaining race to watch there for the final couple of laps. I gotta say, I think this is going to be a fantastic Daytona 500. Colton Bryant makes the 500. How about that?
And if you love to see those underdogs make it in, for sure. You see, look at this last point. Man, Dale really pushed Chandler Smith there. And Briscoe had no help. But hey, no points on the line, but there's 5 drivers that are really happy about this race.
Absolutely. The cars not making it to the Daytona 500 tonight, and from the first duel are going to be Ty Dillon in the 10, Riley Herbst in the 35, Zane Smith in the 38, the 40 of Justin Allgaier, the 41 of Cole Custer, the 42 of John Hunter Nemechek. A big name here, the 56 of Mason Suit does not make it. Cash Bryan in the 65 does not make it, and neither does the 67 of Corey Heim.
But don't go anywhere. We have Duel 2 coming up shortly, so don't go